Ho 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 ho. Nothing like plinking in the backyard, YouTube. What's going on, YouTube? Irish Thunder here. Just shooting what I can afford to shoot right now, I guess. I talked to y'all a little bit today about pellet guns, air guns. So I've been using them, you know. I think all of us have been shooting them since we were little kids. I think a lot of us have grown away from them, and that's really a shame, because a pellet gun gives you the opportunity to practice all day long for pennies on the dollar. So, so I guess the point of this video is just my thoughts and opinions on using an air gun as a training tool. Your practice tool. I mean, they're tons of fun, but they can also benefit you a lot, especially in today's ammo situation, not being able to get 22s or afford to shoot 22s like we'd like to. I use them a lot for practicing hunting. Practicing my shot placement on game animals, and use them for squirrel hunting. I mean, that's one of the greatest ways to get ready for deer season, in my opinion, is to go squirrel hunting, whether you use a 22 or a pellet gun or whatever. It just gets your mind in the set for tracking animals, or not tracking, I guess, but stalking, and hones your ears and eyes to look for differences in the woods. Can really help you out. Let's see, let me show you what we got going on here. So right there's a Gamma squirrel target. I've got different body styles for it. Alright, tips, like I was saying, here's what I've got set up. I showed you the Gamma squirrel target. You got different bodies, and then you have different rings right there where the hole is in the target. It's got a slot to hang these different size rings on. You can actually get it down to just the tiniest little hole. So you really have to be right on to knock it down. Yeah, if you didn't know, it's got a little plate behind it. You have to shoot through the squirrel body, hit the plate to knock it down. If you just hit the squirrel body, it's not going to fall. What's real cool is you can tie a string to it and reset it. There's a beam and pellet trap just to get a little target holder. It comes with spinning targets, though they break fairly easily. I don't think I have a single one that's still attached, a spinner. And then I picked that up today. That's the Crossman Zombie spinning target, and you can see I've been playing with it just a little bit. So, I mean, lots of fun stuff you can do with these. Right now I'm kind of slapping steel, I guess you could say. I've got the Gamma running deer target as well. I just didn't feel like setting that up today. So you can have a lot of fun with this. Like I was saying earlier, hunting with them. If you're not into hunting, though, but you're a target shooter, just getting behind the trigger of something is going to help you out. I mean, anytime you're shooting a bow, a slingshot, a blowgun, that all takes hand-eye coordination. That's going to improve your shooting. So, I mean, I've got a good selection of pellets down here. I think this was $5, for 500 pellets. I mean, you could shoot all day long with a pellet gun. So, another thing I like to do is, we all read magazines, I'd say, for the most part. I get a monthly hunting magazine. I read it, and after I'm done reading it, what I'll do is I'll go find pictures of animals in there. Deer just walking, not the ones that have ever been, shot, not people posing with them, but, if they've got pictures of like a deer or a coyote or a turkey or something, I'll go ahead and I'll tape that up on a target and practice my shot placement on a game animal. and you can shoot off a little bench, some shooting bags. Or like I'm doing today, I'm just sitting in a chair, bracing off my knees and elbows, or off my legs. Offhand shooting, it's a great way to practice your offhand shooting. So you can really actually do a lot with a pellet gun. We'll talk a little bit about pellet guns, I guess. To me, you're gonna want a pellet rifle, not a BB pellet gun. One of the cheap ones you can get from Walmart. They'll work. A Daisy 880. You can get good accuracy out of that. But I think a lot of us would really just benefit from something that's more close to the size of our actual hunting rifles or long guns, and I think that would benefit us. Set up with a scope, that's similar to the scope you're using on your rifle. The weight, can be quite similar on these more expensive models. This is a Benjamin Trail XL. It's in 22. It's a 22 pellet rifle. It's got a Weaver scope base on it. I'm running a Leapers 4x16 powered mil-dot scope on it. I run 4x12s or 4x16s on all my deer rifles. Don't really need that magnification on this gun, although it does come in handy shooting at small targets, shooting at aspirins and stuff to really zoom in on them. I run a lot of mil-dots on my scopes. This helps with the mil-dots. This is actually one of the best ways, if you ask me, to learn mil-dot system, because you don't have to go and spend a lot of money on ammo, range time, and all that, going to a range and learn your mil-dots. And a lot of ranges only have a 100-yard range. The mil-dots change. If I zero for 10 yards, 15 yards might be my next dot, depending on the gun I'm using and the pellet, the weight of the pellet. And so you can really go in your backyard, shoot for pennies on the dollar, and learn how to use a mil-dot system. At least get an idea of how to use it and actually use dots. So great little setup. So like I said, this is my Benjamin Trail XL. It's a nitro piston. It means I can take this, cock it, and leave it cocked for a long time. The regular Springer ones, like this Gammo Big Cat I have over here, it's not good to leave them cocked for extended periods of times. It weakens the springs on them. And it's just not good for the rifle. When you get into these nitro piston or gas piston, I believe they're called, you can leave them cocked for extended periods of time. So that's great for going out hunting or whatever. You want to leave it by your back door for pests. You can leave this cocked for, I don't know, I've left mine cocked for a week and I haven't experienced any negative results from it. So this is a great little gun. I bought it used from a guy, but he had put in a tuning kit on it and installed an aftermarket trigger. They make aftermarket triggers for pellet guns. You can go nuts with these too. And this is a real sweet shooting little gun. The human silhouette targets, for like pistol range or something, and they'll have the little silhouette up in the corner. We're down in Louisiana. I brought this down, and at about 50 yards, I was sending the little silhouette guy on the target with this gun. It's a real accurate gun. This thing's shooting. It's a 22. It's probably shooting about 1,000 feet per second. This isn't great, but you could use this to take down foxes, raccoons, you name it. That size of game. I'm sure if you got close enough to a coyote, it would take it down. I wouldn't recommend it though. I'm doing too much talking. I need a little shooting, but great little gun with pellet guns. YouTube, it's like a 22. It definitely helps to get a good assortment of pellets when you get one of these and find the best accuracy. I'm just shooting at these spinner targets right now, and I don't need the greatest accuracy for that, so I'm just using some of my cheapy pellets right now. at 25 yards at the back, at the fence back there, those will group about an inch. These Craftsman Premiers 22 pellets. Yeah, some pellets that came with the rifle are some JSB Exact heavy pellets. Those will shoot one hole groups, one ragged hole at 25 yards with this gun. So that's a big difference from you know, a tiny little 22 caliber hole, one little ragged hole the size of a, you know, smaller than a dime, to you know, an inch and a quarter group. You know, so pellets, a good pellet selection and test them out definitely make a difference. We're shooting that back spinner's at about 15 yards right now, and that squirrel's at 10 maybe. I think it's 8. That tree's 8 yards. So we're not shooting at any, you know, real big difference distances. You know, if you're going to group at 10 yards, you're not going to see a difference in anything. You've got to move out to about 25, 30 yards to really see which pellets are going to really perform well in your pellet rifle. But you know, this is fun. You know, it's a great way to get some practicing. So, but that's about $200 rifle. I don't know how much the tuning kit costs. I know that trigger's about $30 trigger. This is a $100 rifle. You can get these at Walmart usually. This is a Gamma Big Cat. They have the Silent Cats, and various other ones. I've just got a cheapy 3x9 scope on it. It works great. It's a 177 caliber. Use this to shoot squirrels, birds, whatever. Great little target gun. Grips pretty good at 15 yards. At 20 yards, it's not the best. I can usually get it at about ½ inch with some RWS Superdomes, which are the ones I found that this one likes so far. About ½ inch at 20 yards. With the 177 caliber pellet, you're going to find flatter trajectories, but then at the same time, you're gonna, if you want to use it for hunting, it's not going to have the energy as a 22 caliber pellet is going to have. But it's a great little gun. This one's completely stock. I haven't done anything with it. I am thinking about getting one of those little, missing the squirrel. I'm thinking about getting one of those little, the triggers like the Benjamin has. That trigger makes a huge difference. You know, makes the Benjamin a real sweet shooter. I have to really concentrate on my trigger pull with this rifle, which is good though. Concentrate on your breathing and your trigger squeeze. And you know, next time you go to the range, you know, you've got practicing on that already. Plus, if you ask me, it's better than dry firing. A lot of people can dry fire and think they're doing well, and they're really not. The pellet, you know, it's like a gun. It's, you know, well, it is a gun, but it's shooting something out and giving you visual confirmation of exactly how you're doing, and can really, you know, like I said, is really going to help improve your shooting. So that's a Gamma Big Cat. I like that gun. This is that Doomsday gun. I picked it up just because it's pretty much it's a 2289. It's a Craftsman backpacker. Like I said, you can do a lot with pellet guns, and especially these Craftsmans. These Craftsman pump-up pistols and pellet guns like this, or pellet rifle like this. There's a lot of things you can do with it, and guys have tuned these up to just shoot ridiculously accurately. This is a good little plinking gun. Shoot cans around the backyard. It's got decent accuracy. The power just is not there though to take aim. I mean, and you can hear the difference from the hits. Yeah, I'm not even sure if this would kill a bird at 20 yards. I'm sure, you know, at 10 yards you could kill, you could drop a you know, little pest bird or something with a good shot. But to really get the benefit out of a gun like this, you're gonna need to modify it, which I'm planning on doing. It is a neat little gun. You can hit this little tab on the back, take the stock off. Now it's a pistol or a backpacker, you know, and it's got the screw holes in it already to put your pistol grips on to shoot like a pistol. I bought it for this though, to shoot like a little carbine that I could just throw in the backpack for camping or whatever. Let's see what else I got. Then we also have these. This is Craftsman 2240 CO2 22 caliber pellet gun or pellet pistol. Great little gun, stock. I mean, you can take some game with it. You know, birds. I've killed squirrels with this. Being a CO2 gun though, it's not going to work too well in cold weather. This is definitely a summertime type of gun. CO2 you know, compresses and loses some of its pressure in the cold weather. And then if you've got one of those BB guns, repeating BB pistols, and you rapid fire it, you'll see your CO2 starts dying off pretty quickly. That's because CO2 is getting cold, it's losing its pressure. But great little gun, lots of stuff you can do with that one. I plan on modding some of these out when I get the funds, you know, the extra funds to do it. I'm not really too concerned with them right now. They're great little backyard guns, shooting Coke cans and other stuff. Craftsman 1377, you know, same as this, pretty much the same as that 2289. This is a 177 caliber pellet pistol. If I wanted to, I could take the barrel off this 2289, slap it on this, change the little plastic breech and everything, pretty much change this whole top end, and change that with that gun, and I'd have a 22 caliber, you know, pellet pistol and a 177 carbine. You know, if you look at them, they all look pretty damn similar. It's the same platform. One runs off CO2, one's a pump. Great guns, Craftsman 22 XX series and 13 XX series or whatever. You know, they're great guns. Great for the hobbyist. Great for the guy that wants to get in his shop and mess around with them a little bit. That's what I own right now. I mean, there's other ones out there. CO2 rifles out there. Like I said, be careful with the CO2 in the cold weather. They're not going to have the same power as they should, you know, as they would in a warmer day. These Springers are great guns. The thing I forgot to mention is they're hold sensitive. Especially the more powerful ones like that Benjamin. If you get a death grip on it like this, you're going to see your action isn't going to be the greatest. You can do what's called the artillery hold, where you just let it float on the palm of your hand and let the gun vibrate. The harmonics of the rifle do their own thing, and your actually will improve. Great little guns. They just take a little, you know, they're a little harder to shoot accurately. It takes a little practice to learn how to shoot one of these really well. Like we seen the pump up guns, the multi pump Fanatics or whatever. Great little guns. They get tiring though. PCPs, they're pre-charged Fanatics. They're very expensive, but the cat's meow when it comes to air guns. For the hobbyists like me, I mean, I don't really see any point in owning one. They're louder, you know, they're almost as loud as a rimfire. So in my eyes, I really have no use for one. If you're really getting into the pellet guns though, you want to shoot field target competitions, those are the guns you're gonna want to use. Very powerful, very accurate. You know, just top of the line guns. But if you just want a pellet gun to kind of practice with, get some sugar time with, shoot targets, you know, maybe take hunting. I don't think you can beat a good break barrel, you know, spring powered pellet rifle. Gammo makes some good guns. There's a lot of talk about Gammo guns being crap. My Gammo Big Head's not as accurate as my Benjamin, but it's not a bad gun. It's definitely accurate enough to hunt squirrels with at the distances you're gonna, you know, ethically you should be shooting at them with a pellet gun, which to me is, I'd say with that Gamma Big Cat, probably be about 30 yards tops. Give the Benjamin Trail here another, 15 yards, 20 yards. Me myself probably will not take a shot at 50 yards at a squirrel with my Benjamin, but I've killed them out to 35, very easily with it. So thanks for watching, YouTube. That's my video on pellet guns as a training tool. Sorry, I see it's at 18 minutes, or probably 20 minutes with that break. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a great day. Shoot safe, and I'll catch you guys later. See you.